Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First and 10 at the 30.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Saints 26.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. On the keeper, it's Breeze. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Pushing it in from a yard away. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Texans.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 20.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Number 28.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They run it again with Kamara. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
The 24-yard line.
Now Kamara. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 34.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now a first down throw. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Johnson.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Side complete. That's Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
And the Texans.
Now Watson. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. From the red zone now, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
At the 3-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Breeze to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Breeze. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
44.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Well, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Houston Texans.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Murray with a 3rd and long. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A gain of 7.
They run. It's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Houston.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston.
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks.
Houston.
59 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
The extra point is
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Flushed out right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From the 36, Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he finds Daniels. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Johnson, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Number 20.
A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
And the Texans
eluding the pressure right, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Budda Baker there on the coverage.
Throwing again is Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Rolling to his right. He's gonna run, but he's got a long way to go. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels.
Murray's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That ball complete to Isabella.
That's good.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time. Third down here.
Third down and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on them.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Out of the gun, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake, Murray. Flush to his right. It's caught right side by Daniels. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's Deshaun Watson with a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks. And the Texans have broken the tie.
The extra point is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail 20-13 our scores. They have it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
from the gun. Here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks.
Watson's pass complete to Brandon Cooks.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and goal, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson there to make the grab. And the Texans have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Texans 27.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And Daniels has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
42-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes goes for 36 yards. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
A turnover on downs.
From the end zone, Watson. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And this one through the uprights and good.
Ties the game at 27. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Well, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Texans.
Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts
2 yards.
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Drake. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This from long, very long range. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.
That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Houston Texans.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards.
First down, Houston.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Watson now to throw. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 22, Murray.
The 22-yard line.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Cardinals.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
On play action, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Flushed out right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 52 yards. On first down, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Watson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 15-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Watson looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return just got across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
sets up.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
At the Cardinals' 4-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Out of the gun, Watson.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
He'll buy some time right. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Here's Muhammad. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Watson being chased out left. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Watson on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Texans.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson there to make the grab. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Daniels. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Gafford. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Rico Gafford, 39 yards. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Throwing again, Murray. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety, Budda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
On the throwaway.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson flushed out right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rico Gafford as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And he's got him back within a field goal now. It's 16-13.
16. Cardinals 13. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
He's checking track. Trying to foul. 22's coming.
A final shot before the break. Watson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Time for a break. break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Dancing to his left. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Muhammad, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. Through an opening, and there he goes.
Boy, you ain't got no feet.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play fake. Murray. And he rifles one incomplete. And this one too low. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 1st down, Murray. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He can run for it, and he will. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively, play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense, too, right?
Yeah. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
3-yard line.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Kill, turn up.
Now Murray again. Steps away to his left. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free,